I got Genesis 30 and 28. Let's see if it's happened to Jacob. Did he take any money to learn this? Carnal money. Yeah, 30 and 28.
Okay.
Genesis chapter 30, verse 28. I'm a little country.
No, you're doing great.
Elder said, pure on the video.
Purr. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. Genesis chapter.
Now Laban asking Jacob how much money he want to be paid to keep the flock. What are flocks?
That's
the sheep.
The congregation.
Yes, sir.
The sheep, his loyal followers. These animals are prophets.
Yes.
These are flocks, people. But it's in a similitude as animals, y'all.
Yes.
Read.
Genesis chapter 30 and verse 28. And he said, appoint me thy wages.
What do you want? Read.
And I will give it.
Now this is what Laban is saying. Whatever you ask for to teach these people to keeping this flock, this congregation. Read.
Yes.
Verse 29.
Next verse, Elder Johanna.
Thank you. Oh, I thought he froze.
No. He's just preoccupied.
Verse 29. And he said unto him, thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me.
Yes.
The cattle people, y'all, don't get hooked up on these animals. Come out, come up high. Come up high to the spiritual now. God ain't writing a book about
walk in the light.
Yes.
Come to the light, Caroline.
Come to the light, Caroline. Please, Caroline, come to the light. God ain't writing a book about four-legged animals. He writing a book about animals, the beasts and people that represents these animals. Similitude for the animals.
Yes.
Read.
Verse 30. For it was little which thou hadst before I came.
Now, he had a small congregation, right? Jacob was a tough dude. He was a tough dude. He was teaching these people.
Yes.
Right? So the man was growing. Laban was charging people.
Yes.
He was charging people.
Yes.
But I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something what Jacob told him. Read.
And it is now increased unto a multitude.
A lot of flocks, a lot of people following.
Because of Jacob.
Because of Jacob. He said, wherever you go, I will bless thee. He talked about the spiritual man. Jacob is changing. He's changing. He saw the witchcraft Laban was doing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The sorcery. Faking the funk.
Sound familiar?
Yes.
Yes.
And the Lord hath blessed thee since my coming.
Who blessed up that capital letter?
Yes.
He ain't calling Laban Lord.
No.
Not him.
Exactly.
He blessed him with understanding. He blessed him with understanding.
Think about this here. It was a lot of y'all in the audience who was in those camps. And when y'all came to them camps, y'all started helping them people out. Okay?
Yes.
Them people was broke, busted, disgusted. They wasn't worth nothing. Then y'all came and then y'all started helping them to organize. Y'all started going out there. A lot of y'all was educated. Y'all got out there on the street and started teaching the doctrine. People started reacting to the fact that you could actually speak English as opposed to Ebonics. Or you was able to relate to the people that was on the street. when those guys who were hustlers they weren't necessarily able to do that. That's what Jacob was doing. Jacob was you was rough around the edges, and then you started learning and you started getting understanding, and then you realize the people you working for actually wicked. That's what he's talking about right here.
And now this daughter represents doctrines. Rachel she was a beautiful doctrine.
Yes.
Read.
And now, when shall I provide for mine own house also?
See, I want to start teaching. I want to separate from you because
it's time for me to move on.
Because you wicked. I found out you wicked, man. You charging people for the congregation to teach you. You're bringing your food. They massaging your feet. You're cussing them out too at the same time.
Locking people up for 2 years, and then the deacon lying about it. Said your name ain't in the paperwork.
This deacon over here messing with the women, all that.
Right. This bishop over here drunk teaching the word.
He took the football player money.
Right. Come on.
Jacob said, I got to go. Now, Laban would get filthy rich because he asked him. We read it.
Most importantly, covered up a murder. We ain't gonna get that.
Murder.
No, we ain't gonna get
murder. Joy Morgan.
Joy Morgan and Sister Bina. Sister Bina too.
Well, sound like y'all know some things.
Birdie, man.
They got to testify. Just wait till the testifies coming out pretty soon.
Just read what they write on the walls over there in the bathroom, man. Those guys are everywhere. All their businesses.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, back to Matthew 6.
No. Go ahead.
He ain't finished.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when I'm done with this, I want to go to Revelation. But read on. You're going to see what Jacob tell
31.
Laban.
31? Okay.
He going to tell, you're going to see what he tell Laban.
Verse 31. And he said, what shall I give thee?
He said, what should I give? Well, Jacob, what, how much money, man? What you want? You teaching all the people I'm getting rich? What I owe you? Asaph, Malachi, yeah.
I gave that brother $2,000 to divorce his wife.
Right.
You owe me.
What you want, brother? I thought to come on back, bro. Come on back, bro. What you want?
That's
the lie.
Yeah.
And Jacob said, thou shalt not give me anything.
Keep your money.
What?
Thou shalt not give me anything.
That money
keep your stank money. That's what we tell people. We don't want your stank money.
That's right.
Oh, we get paid by Esau. Look at food. We get paid by the Most High.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Read.
Right.
If thou wilt do this thing for me.
What did Jacob ask him? He said, if you do this for me. Wait a minute. If you do this for me, what did he tell Laban?
I will again feed. I will again feed and keep thy flock.
I will again teach them. I will give them this bread.
Yeah.
I will give them this water.
Freely.
And keep the flock. The flocks of people. Exodus 34:31 is the word.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said, give me nothing. Jacob knew he don't supposed to charge.
Right.
Go to Revelation Revelation, what's it? Thirst. 21:6. Now this is Jacob. And he don't have the whole doctrine yet.
No.
Right. He don't have it. He's still fighting.
He got sense enough to know them people shouldn't be paying $500 and $600 to go to Passover. To go to
come to do his father Yes, he come to do. He gave him one talent to do.
Yep.
And he gonna fulfill it.
Yep. Teach them people.
Read that. Like Christ said, I come to do my Father's business. That's what Jacob turning into right now. I mean, that's what he was doing. Read that.
Yes, sir. Revelation chapter 21 and verse 6. And he said unto me, it is done.
This is Jesus, Christ, the Christ. Read.
I am Alpha and Omega.
I have to say that Christ, because the doctrine talking to this person. Read.
The beginning and the end.
He said from beginning, that's how it's supposed to be. Read.
I will give unto him that is athirst.
What is water?
The word.
The one that need the word, the understanding. Read.
Of the fountain of the water of life freely.
Yeah.
Freely. Why are you paying those people? Why? Because y'all keep going to him for, you keep putting him on your head. Now, me and the elders, all we doing is coaching the people because we know the spiritual interpretation. That's all. But we know for a fact they belong to God. That's all. We're not in their personal business. Sure, we'll give advice and this and that. But on that thing, you got to work out your own salvation.
That's right.
All Jesus was doing, he was raising the dead from their carnal interpretation. He was giving sight to the blind, things they couldn't see this doctrine. That's all he was doing.
Yes, sir.
That's what he come to teach the people the doctrine. Yeah, go ahead, Elder.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 12. And forgive us our debts.
Okay, so now we owe from what we've learned, right?
Right.
As we forgive our debtors.
So now it's things that it's things you got a debt whenever you done went and you done learned something, right? And then people got debts to you whenever they learn something, right? So now you also owe the Most High, all right? Because he told you to teach, all right? Whenever I owe the Most High something because I don't know it, right? If I go and I teach it wrong, I owe him.
That's right.
But he's saying if you forgive that guy that did you wrong, I'm gonna forgive you for doing wrong. Forgive me whenever I do wrong if I forgive the guy that did me wrong. Y'all see what's going on? Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. It's gonna be stuff that's gonna happen. You're gonna have to be able to forgive. All right. Nobody is perfect. And if you walk around here acting like you know, I'm washed in the blood of Jesus, you're gonna end up finding yourself in trouble. All right.
That's the doctor. When he say wash this blood, that you've been washed in that doctrine of Jesus, John 6:55.
Right. But a lot of people, they assume that they got the right doctrine and nothing, I'm gonna get the kingdom regardless or whatever. But that ain't true, because everybody make mistakes. So you asking the Most High to forgive you if you ain't perfect. And you agreeing to forgive your brother if he ain't perfect as well.
Right. Let's get to the law, Elder, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
It's Numbers 15 and 23. Start at 22. We can go all the way back 22, because there's a law behind this. I studied the law, the actual law that God say what it is. I don't study that other garbage. That make the elder laugh. Numbers 15:22. We're gonna bring up what Elder Stephen just said. Read.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 22. And if ye have erred,
teaching incorrectly, read,
and not observed all these commandments.
You see that? Read. The commandments are spiritual.
Yes.
It's translated to being spiritual. And we're going to break it down right here. Translate. Read.
Which the Lord hath spoken unto Moses.
He broke it down two ways. Read.
Verse 23. Even all that the Lord hath commanded you by the hand of Moses.
The doctrine of Moses. Read.
From the day that the
light,
Lord,
the understanding,
wisdom.
That wisdom. Read.
Commanded Moses, and henceforward among your generations.
Doctrines.
Yes.
Yep.
The doctrines that to teach. That's what Gentiles come from. That Gen. Gen is a prefix for generations. Tau is carnal people. He said when Most High say Gentiles, carnal people, earthly thinking people. You must break the earthly vessel like a potter's clay. You got to break them from that carnal interpretation, the dwelling from the earth. Read.
Verse 24. Then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance.
See that? Lack of understanding. Read it.
Without the knowledge of the congregation.
The knowledge of the congregation. That's what he's saying, what those people teaching. If you don't know the knowledge, the spiritual interpretation is the knowledge. We broke that down many times. The knowledge. The one that's weaned from the milk got the knowledge. We broke that down many times. It's going to mention in a little while. Read.
That all the congregation shall offer one young bullock for a burnt offering.
A young bullock is a person. A young bullock is a person, y'all. Don't be going around it. That's a person that can teach. That's what Elder Patricia just did for her friend. A young bullock. Read. When she learned the spiritual interpretation, aren't you sharing your understanding, Elder Patricia? That's what she's doing now. Read.
For a sweet savor unto the Lord.
Unto the Lord. Nobody else. To the Lord. To the Lord. Read.
Love to see that whenever a person go up and start teaching his doctrine. The Most High loves that.
He love it. He love it. He forget everything that you did wrong. He forget everything you done wrong. When you start teaching correctly. Read.
With his meat offering.
Stop. He just said it right there. Spiritual. With his understanding. That's what only count. He said the Lord loved me. The spiritual interpretation. Look here, y'all.
2 or 3.
The Most High ain't putting carnal food in his mouth. He told David, he said that it's in Psalms. He said, I wouldn't tell you when I'm hungry.
Right.
You know, because people actually they do that now.
You're
supposed to be sacrificing him, but you putting the food in your belly.
Right.
You bringing the understanding to him so you can tell, you showing the Most High that you understand, because Most High understand. You please the Most High that you understand it.
I've been to places where they have little shrines and they put food on the shrine, and they got like candles burning. I'm not criticizing nobody or anything like that, but I'm just telling you what it's telling. People believe that that's the way you're supposed to offer to a God, and they don't understand this person. Whenever he's saying that bullock is being burnt and he offering, that person is offering their wisdom. Their wisdom. That's what they offering. The meat. A big bull, you slice up a bull, it's meat. All right?
Right.
Put it on the fire. Okay, the fire is the altar. That's 2 or 3. All right.
He got flanks, don't he?
Yes.
He got flanks. He got people following him on the side and the right side.
Yes.
That's what a bullock is. He got a congregation. That's what Elder Patricia just did.
Yeah, exactly.
He had followers. He got flanks on his meat, right? On his side of his body. He's part of a body.
Yes.
A congregation.
Yeah.
Read.
And his drink offering.
See that?
Yep. Drink is wisdom. That's wisdom as well. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
According to the manner, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering.
Mm-hmm.
Did Abraham do that?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
He taught them people. So a goat is a person that's still reprobate, but you're teaching them.
Yep.
A goat is compared to silver. I got that precept, and I'll let the elders know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a goat is for a sin offering. Teach them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's saying.
Yep.
Can I get a precept?
Don't be.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm done, elder.
Can we get Malachi 1 and 8?
Malachi chapter 1 verse 8. And if ye offer the blind for sacrifice, that means somebody who's stupid.
They a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the light.
Is it not evil?
That's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Elder Stephen, turn the mic up a little bit.
Oh, I done walked away from the mic. Let me see if I can get back over here.
You sound good right now.
I'm doing
right now.
I must have doing that old gangster lean. Let me keep
straight up mess.
Let me read over again. And if ye offer the blind for sacrifice, blind mean they ain't got no wisdom, y'all.
Yes.
They ain't got it, y'all.
Okay. Is it not evil? So you deceiving people.
Mm-hmm.
You offer
deceiving the person.
Some ignorance, you deceiving them. And if ye offer the lame and sick, so your doctrine, you teaching these people a bunch of carnal foolishness. He talking about now Malachi talking about the priest. So he hitting on these priests. Because these people sitting up in here teaching these people about spaceships and all this other crazy stuff. The Most High say that's evil. That's the class
that's
of teaching
evil.
about
That strange fire on the doctrine, what Aaron was doing in Leviticus chapter 11.
Yes.
Verse 11 and Leviticus 10. That strange fire coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Get rid of that food, Moses.
Yeah. Yes. It says, offer it now unto thy governor. You teach that to your stupid leaders over there. Will he be pleased with thee? Because they all know what they're teaching is foolishness. They all know.
Right.
It's like,
they smell themselves first.
Right. Exactly. I say, man, that stuff don't work on me. That's what we use on these doggone hooks over here. These stupid people up here sitting up in this congregation.
Right.
That's what they saying. Man, you can't use that on me. Hey, man, wait a minute, brother. If you don't add
hold on there, brother.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't add your arms in here as well, you're gonna be in violation of the law. Say, man, look, man, just go ahead and count them. Just go ahead and divide the money up and give me my cut. I ain't putting no money in there. I'm here to take money, not give money. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, man.
That's how they roll. I'm just telling you. Them people know.
That's how they roll.
I got one more, Elder, if it's time for it.
will he be pleased with thee or accept thy person? He ain't gonna take that from you.
He don't want
the Lord of hosts. He say if you ain't willing to take, what make you think I'm gonna take what y'all giving me?
Right.
Yeah, bro.
That's what he's saying. What else you got, Elder?
Leviticus 22 and 21.
In other words, he was saying, "Thou shalt not set a stumbling block before the blind."
Yeah, exactly.
That's a
Yes,
law.
sir.
That's what they do.
You know your teacher wrong.
Yeah,
that's a stumbling block. You got to get around to get the proper understanding now.
Leviticus 22, verse 21. And whosoever offereth a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord to accomplish his vow, or a freewill offering of beeves or sheep.
This is what Elder Patricia is. She's an ox, right?
Mm-hmm.
A beeves is an ox. Sheep,
Mm-hmm.
that's the flock.
Mm-hmm.
That's men, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It shall be perfect to be accepted.
Read on.
Mm-hmm. There shall be no blemish therein.
No blemish.
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
Long as she using that 2 or 3, ain't no blemish. Mm-hmm. Look out now. Now these some other prophets. Blind or broken or maimed or having a wind or scurvy. Or scab.
Yeah, bro.
They're trying to heal.
Ye shall not offer these unto the Lord. Sound like some of them captains over there.
The way this is written, he telling you the characteristics of a crooked prophet right here, a hypocrite.
Yeah.
He's saying that he blind because he cannot see.
Yes.
He broken. His doctrine is incorrect. Yep. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He maimed. That's like being mutilated.
Yeah.
That's how God look at the doctrine that they have.
Maimed can't walk.
Easy to be.
Can't stand.
He can't walk in the spirit, but he easy to be wounded because he don't have any armor on. It's broken. His bones are broken. His bones are his doctrines. See,
a wind.
Bone. Yeah, go ahead, El.
I'm sorry. A wind is like a tumor. It's a embellishment. Like he's embellishing the doctrine. And he's embellishing it and twisting it like technology. That's like a tumor, right? It's like a cancer because it's a lie that keeps spreading. Scurvy is
in the skin too.
Yes, it's in the skin, which is your covering.
That's your doctrine.
Scurvy is carnally a vitamin deficiency, but he giving you, yes, sir.
It's deficient of the 2 or 3 here. But go ahead.
Right.
Right.
And the way they knew they had scurvy, it was because of their skin. Okay. The skin was diseased. Okay.
You got a little scurvy.
Vitamin C. Yeah. When you don't get that vitamin 2 or 3, your skin start looking poorly.
Right. Like you get that scurvy of the scripts, boy.
Yes.
No, that's right.
Can I get one?
Yes, of course. Okay. Let him finish this one here, and then you'll be next. Go ahead.
Ye shall not offer these things unto the Lord. So Most High said, if you give him an offering, that it has to be perfect. It has to be without blemish. That means you have to labor for the 6 days. You can't just come up with something that's perfect. You have to labor for that. Most High gonna make you earn that, right? It says, nor make an offering by fire, nor make an offering by fire of them upon the altar to the Lord. He don't want no crooked, hypocrite priests.
Yeah,
he's telling you that he don't want that.
Yes,
I'm done.
All praises to the Most.
All praises.
What you got, Elder Patricia?
Can I have Deuteronomy 15:21?
Coming right up.
Serving them hot.
I know that's right. We got them like hotcakes over here.
Right.
Hey. Deuteronomy chapter 15 and verse 21. And if there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame.
So he letting you know. The Most High saying, if you come up in here trying to bring this offering and it ain't got that 2 or 3, you got some kind of foolish doctrine that you trying to say, oh, this mean this mean that. You ain't went and took it through the 2 or 3. You done came up with your own doctrine. You done crafted a doctrine and you trying to introduce something that ain't righteous. Read.
Most I call them lame. You lame.
You a lame.
You a lame.
You a lame, bro.
Wow.
Just lame, bro.
Man. Read. Or blind.
Stupid. Read.
Or have any ill blemish.
You can actually see that what he's saying about these spaceships coming to pick these people up is a lie.
Right.
So it's got an ill blemish on it. That brother, that ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna be able to prove that in the Bible that some spaceships coming to get these people. That's an ill blemish.
Thou shalt not sacrifice it unto the Lord thy God.
Don't teach that to them people.
No.
Don't teach that lie to them people. All praises to the Most High.
All praises.
Yes.
Let's get back to Matthew 6.
Yeah, okay.
Get all that.
Elder.
What?
2 Chronicles to add on what Elder Driver said, 17:11. 2 Chronicles 17:11. Go. I tell you what. Go to Zephaniah 1:11 first.
Get my books.
Yeah, brother.
Some second, brother.
Yeah, get out my other Bible. Old Bible. One that falling apart.
Man.
He said, don't be bringing in what the Most High want in his office? Gold.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Read that.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 11. How ye inhabitants of Mektesh.
They dog.
Person in the doctrine.
Yep,
yeah, they get any kind of meat. Any kind of meat.
Yep.
Of the world. Any kind of spiritual interpretation that they perceive that they get deep, real deep of the world. Real. Read on.
For all the merchant people are cut down.
Prophet.
All the people buying and sell doctrines, people they selling their doctrine, they buying into that mess that they teaching.
All they that bear silver are cut off.
You see that?
Silver.
Reprobate man. Jeremiah 6:30. He don't want that garbage. God want his gold. Because some men, they think that they got gold, man. Now God said, I want my gold.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All praises. And go to 2 Chronicles chapter 17:11. Because I brought up this about goats. Remember, Jehoshaphat is a valid decision. You see what I'm saying? It's a valid, Jehoshaphat mean valid decision. Valid, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read that.
2 Chronicles chapter 17 and verse 11. Also, some of the Philistines brought Jehoshaphat presents and tribute silver.
Now, those are people, reprobate man. Read.
And the Arabians brought him flocks.
Now, those the people that's in the desert. They don't have any water. These are similitude people. That's all. Read.
7,700 rams.
Now, these are people claim they know the doctrines. Right? Read.
And 7 1,700 he goats.
You see that? That was all silver.
Under that doctrine. Yep.
Under that doctrine. Y'all see that? They still reprobate. See that? You can't bring that to valid. That's what they just brought to the valid, that they decided that they was bringing these people that was righteous, the valid of decisions. They're gonna be rejected.
Verse 12.
Go back the way.
Okay. Go back to Matthew 6. So we're going to verse 13.
All right.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 12. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Again, so you just saw the fact of the matter is you're gonna have to understand that you're not gonna always get everything right, and then it may come a point where you err in your translation, and you begging the Most High to have mercy on you, and you saying that you gonna have mercy on the people who might teach you wrong. Y'all see what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Like we read, there's a process of what you're supposed to do in order to give your offerings and all of that, right? You're supposed to be using the 2 or 3, putting the thing on the altar and getting the proper understanding. But sometimes you might not be in a situation where you get the full understanding and you tell somebody something wrong. You want to try and beg the Most High to forgive you if you make an error. That's what you're praying for. All right. Now read verse 13.
Verse 13. And lead us not into temptation.
All right. Temptation. Now you about to find out what temptation is here. All right. And I think Elder Samuel did didn't you do a video on temptation?
I probably did
a video on temptation.
But I did one on the tempest. Man, Elder King.
Okay, then it must have been Elder Johanna. Didn't you did temptation then?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
you did so many stuff.
Yeah.
He said I wrote that.
We're going to Matthew 4.
I can tell you that don't be tempted thinking the Most High thinking he's talking spiritual, and you accepted carnal.
That's
and that
exactly
old man and you. That's what temptation. And you think that he's saying this because you thinking carnal, and Most High saying another thing.
Yep.
When he told Moses,
Matthew 4 and 1.
Oh, go ahead.
Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
Okay, now here you got Jesus. This is whenever he doing that fast. All right. Fast ain't talking about you not having nothing to eat. Fast is talking about you purging all of that foolishness that you done learned over time. All right. You purging that understanding that you learned, that carnal understanding. Right. So he did that for 40 days. Right. And so now he's vulnerable. All right. He done got rid of all that stuff. And he done went and he converting over to the spiritual side, right? But that leaves you vulnerable to stuff because you trying to learn more. So you vulnerable, all right? Because he done got rid of all that other stuff that he learned, all right? There's a what's that precept? Whenever it say the man he moved out of the house. He moved out of the house, and then he come back.
Seven other
spirits and came. That's what we talking about.
Yeah.
You open once you get rid of all of that stuff that you learn, it make you vulnerable whenever you hear new things. All right. So he's gonna be tempted of the devil. It's gonna explain how he tempted. Go to the next verse.
Wilderness is wilderness of sin.
Yeah. Exactly.
Verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered.
He was, once you go and you purge out all of that stuff that you learn, you now hungry for new information. So here you got a lot of people who used to be in the carnal belief system. Then they learned about the spiritual doctrine, and they start learning this thing, and they start saying, look, I got to get rid of that. I ain't got to go to no state park to serve the Most High.
3 times a year you got to come before the Lord. 3 times a year.
No, bro. That ain't what they're talking about. So you fasting, meaning you getting rid of all of them old beliefs, but you learning new stuff. So meaning you are zealous. Okay, when it's talking about he's hungered, he's zealous to learn new things. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Hey, let me throw a precept in there, yo.
Go ahead.
Hebrews 5 and 8. So we talked about this earlier. You can get back on here. To prove to the people he's zealous for some more understanding.
Right. Because again, if he knew everything from birth, what he fasting for? You see what I'm saying? Why is he fasting? If he trying to get rid of stuff, I thought he knew everything.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Why is he a hunger? Why he trying to learn something new? That means he a man. He had to learn just like you did. What they do, they make him this supernatural Superman Jesus. So you think that you can't do what he did, right? But you can do what he did. Because he was a man just like you.
And keep giving me that money until when he come, I'll let you know when he come. But he's the word of God. He already here.
Right.
So you looking up in the sky for a spaceship or whatever, or somebody from special bed walking around, and that man got you all messed up. Don't took your money, don't took your salvation. You don't have to understand it. And that's what he's saying. He's telling you a fairy tale story mixed with the spiritual interpretation.
Yes.
Your eyes in the sky, my hands in your pocket.
That's right.
Man.
But say when he come, I'm gonna let you stand up under the cake. Read it.
Grab onto his hem, brother. Grab onto his hem.
Man.
Tell him Jesse Lee sent you. Read that.
Yes, sir. Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 8. Though he were a son, yet he learned.
What?
I'm sorry, yet learned he.
He learned? I thought he knew everything.
He knew it all. Superman Jesus.
Okay.
Verse
Obedience.
9.
Obedience by the things which he suffered.
See that?
So think about this. The things which you suffered. Now we've been in those camps. We suffered to go on the street corners. We suffered. We suffered to beat up our trucks. We suffered time away from our families. We suffered time away from our
children.
Right. The children suffered because they couldn't hang around certain races of people. All this stuff you learn obedience by the things you suffer. So you learned the word of God through all of that. That's what he's telling you.
Yes. Absolutely.
Next verses tell you. Since he learned it, What happened to him?
Verse 9. And being made perfect.
Because he learned to be obedient.
That's what made him perfect.
Evil.
Most I say, I'ma keep letting you get jacked up till you finally figure it out.
Right.
Same thing happened to this man named Jesus. He ain't no different than you. He went through the same thing under them Pharisees, learned all that stuff, figured out them boys was lying. That's what separated him from the next guy. He could see the lie. He could see the sleight of hand, and they didn't like it. We don't.
Yes, sir. He became the author of eternal salvation.
Yeah. He said, "Look here, I'm gonna show you how to get there."
Yes.
Do the works of Abraham.
Yes.
Right. Do the works of Abraham. Now I can write about this. I've done it. Let me show you. You got to drink my doctrine now.
Yes.
That's what he's saying. My doctrine. Learn my doctrine. That's eternal salvation for you.
Yes.
I can write about it, brother. And I wrote about it. Yeah.
Unto all them that obey him.
It's instruction.
Yep.
Do the works of Abraham.
That's a commandment.
Them parables.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. Go back to Matthew 6. He telling you got to learn what them parables mean. That's what he telling you. Ain't nowhere around it. Okay. Temptation. Let's go back to we was at what? Matthew 4
and 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go back to that.
Matthew chapter 4 and verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered.
So he scrutinized all of them lies that he had learned, and he done went and got rid of that foolishness. All right. He turned to spiritual. Now he want to learn. All right. He's zealous to learn. Read.
Verse 3. And when the tempter came to him.
Hey, brother, did you know that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites? I can show it to you in the Bible.
Did you know slavery is in the Bible?
Slavery.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah, let me show you.
I had no idea.
Let me tell you something.
How much money you want from me?
He said, let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah, let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the bag. I mean the chase. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Read on.
Man.
Oh boy.
He said, if thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread.
Okay, so now he's saying, if you the Son of God, come teach my doctrine for me so that you can feed them people. All right. Use your ability to make me this money. Like you said, let's cut to the chase. I need you to preach for me. Y'all see what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Go to the next verse. Stones mean doctrines, all right?
Right. Stone, yeah.
Now look what he said.
Verse 4. But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone.
I can't get the kingdom following this garbage. I'm not touching this garbage. Read.
But by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
I'm teaching the spiritual doctrine, right? Not this garbage. That's what happened. So they tempted him with a carnal doctrine. They tempted the devil tempted him with a carnal Doctrine. That's all I wanted to, because I wanted to show them what temptation was. They teach the same. It's got the same thing, so you know who the devil is. Go to Revelation 12.
Yeah,
12 and 9.
Mm-hmm. And Christ knew exactly what we were doing. They wanted to get that doctrine, twist the doctrine up, because he said when they die, they're gonna cast lots for his doctrine, make money off his doctrine. Yeah, they don't have a proper doctrine. It's all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out.
They ain't talking about it ain't talking about nations.
No, it ain't Godzilla.
And they ain't talking about the so-called, they said the Caucasian man. It ain't talking about that.
No.
That ain't talking about the United States.
It's talking about a prophet.
Right.
Giant prophet. A giant is a man of renown. This somebody who know the Bible. That guy's gonna get cast out.
Yes.
Read.
Yeah.
That old serpent.
Serpent in Genesis.
He's
from Genesis 3. That same lie. Came with that same lie.
Called the devil and
deceiver,
which deceiveth the whole.
The devil and Satan. He letting you know, devil and Satan are interchangeable. That's what he telling you.
Yes.
You see, devil,
the devil,
and the devil. Satan, they're talking about the same thing. It's a prophet.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Satan can be a congregation of people as one. When the devil came to Job, and I talk it through, when the devil came to Job, how do we go to God? In prayer. That's how they go to God, in prayer. So when God said, okay, do this, what happened? It's all a parable. What happened? Who came? Who showed up? The Chaldeans. They were Satan at the time. Who came up after them? The Sabians. They were Satan united as one people. Numbers chapter 14 and 15. They come as one people.
Idiots.
Write that down. Numbers 14, 15. They're united. Satan is united just like one people. The devil is a deceiver. When he got to read it, the devil gets in all of us. Yeah. The devil gets in all of us.
Yes, sir.
Called that carnal man.
Read on.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
When it's talking about deceit, when it's talking about the devil, it's talking about a deceiver. A person that deceives is a prophet. That's a prophet, an influencer, somebody who can change your mind about your belief. All right, because that's what he was trying to do with Christ. Like we used the example, them people trying to go to the store to get go on to get one of them old backwoods or whatever, so they can do their thing. And then on their way to the corner store, hey brother, can I dialogue with you for a minute? That's the devil. Okay,
that's the devil.
About to deceive you into believing that just because it's in the history books that some black people went into slavery, that automatically mean that you the Israelite and you need to listen to him and follow his doctrine.
Good and evil.
Yes.
And I'm gonna back it up what the elder talking about. We got the same doctrine with two precepts after this.
Read.
He was cast out into the earth.
He's carnal.
Carnal.
Right? He's carnal. Read.
And his angels were cast out with him.
Them darn people that's following that man are his angels. Okay.
Fallen angels. Fallen angels. Yes.
Go ahead,
go to Psalm 7, 8, and 18. So the man see this because he learned a lot from us. They're all learning from us. They mad at each other right now.
Yeah, because the money drying up.
Yeah,
you know that scripture say they think that they name gonna live forever. That doctor
gonna live forever.
It's over with.
The doctrine, the name ain't gonna be
that thing.
The name doctrine is not even gonna be known in the streets. They ain't gonna want that stuff.
That's right. People don't want that garbage.
Psalms chapter 78 and verse 18. And they tempted God in their heart
Mine.
by asking meat,
wisdom,
for their lust.
See that?
Goodness.
Go to 78, 40, 41. So they see the spiritual. They throw that away.
Yeah. They know
bring it up.
Doing. They don't believe in God. Because if they believed in God, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. All right. Because they don't understand that this actually, they're going to have to pay a heavy price whenever Most High start doing his judgment. But they don't believe in God. They believe in that almighty dollar, because that's the money that they're getting from leading these people after this false doctrine that this man then came up with.
Right. Psalms chapter 78 and verse 41. Yea, they turned back and tempted God.
They saw the light, then they went back carnal. They started teaching carnal anyway to take over people's household.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
He found out the doctrine. He saw the spiritual doctrine, and the man turned back.
You see that?
To his own vomit.
And limited the Holy One of Israel.
Say, we don't want them other people to get this understanding. I'm going to teach this doctrine. I don't want you to get this. I don't want them to get this understanding. So he stopped them. So they can't get in the kingdom.
Yes.
Go to 56.
They hate their brother.
Yes.
And the story that Elder Patricia showed, those people are white people. But they started teaching the doctrine, and them people understand it. Who is you to tell the Most High who can and cannot have his doctrine? How dare you?
Right.
How dare you?
Psalms chapter 78 and verse 56. Yet they tempted and provoked the Most High God, and kept not his testimonies.
See, they see it. They see it. Because we explained it to them. We explained it to them. They see it. They don't care. They ain't profiting off that. They like them steak dinners. They like that stuff.
Mr. Sizzle
to be seen.
Yeah. They eat Ruth's Chris.
Oh yeah, Ruth's Chris.
They eat Ruth's Chris. They done upgraded from that Sizzler. But so they ain't even meat Longhorn. They want Ruth's Chris. Capital Grill. That kind of thing. So, but now y'all see why forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, right? And lead us not into temptation. Temptation is, like he just say, he kept not the testimonies of the Most High. Temptation is teaching the carnal doctrine. I hope y'all see that. That's the temptation. Yes. It's when people, like I say a lot of times, I'll sit there, I'll be reading the Bible, and then I'll start going, I say, wait a minute, man, I'm reading this thing carnal. And then have to start all the way back over and say, let me go ahead and try and figure out what this thing's saying spiritual.
Your mind start painting the movie.
Yeah.
Yes. and always, since the Most High's in your head, try to please him.
Yes.
Try to please him all the time. Try to please him. Go Sirach 6 and 7. And I'm going to show you this, because they bring this all the time over there at IURC. And I stay there because I know they've been, the Most High have lifted them up so they can be seen who they are. See?
I know y'all can't read that old
English.
Yeah, man. Glad you got it together there, man. I was having a splitting headache there.
Now, think about the Most High when reading this. Read that right now.
Yes, sir. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach in the Apocrypha chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend.
Stop. What did he call Abraham?
His friend.
Why he called Abraham a friend?
Because he was obedient.
His doctrine.
Yes.
His doctrine, he was obedient. He circumcised the Gentile. I would want a friend that's a friend of God. Y'all see that? Because if I went, yeah, bro. Because if I get Carter, I might get a nut as a friend.
But look what he's saying.
I want a friend that's a friend to God.
But look, and he taught peace. At the end here. He's saying, look at that second part right there.
Yo, yeah.
He's saying, you want a friend. When he said, read on, Elder.
Prove him first.
He telling you that friend, like you say, a friend to God. He gonna have to understand 2 or 3.
Right. He got to.
I ain't gonna just let you roll with me. You sitting up and there saying, "Hey man, we got the same doctrine," but you
see that, don't you?
Pulling it out your back pocket. You ain't putting the 2 or 3 to it. Then you ain't the friend of God.
Right.
You see that, Elder Jariah?
Yes, sir.
That's a true friend now.
Yeah.
I want to see those precepts, brother.
Yes. Show me where you
Abraham
got that.
Proved it.
Yeah, yes. He was able to prove it.
That's the friend he's talking about. He always talking about his doctrine. He always talking about the Most High talking about his doctrine, bro, for salvation, bro.
That's what he talking about. And them guys,
I might get a nut.
Something else. They talking about, well, you know, if you gonna let somebody, you know, somebody say they need some help out there on the street. Nah, man, we ain't gonna help them people out on the street. You gotta prove yourself first, and all that. That's what they talking about.
That's so silly. That's silly.
Oh, that's do good to the godly man to help out a sinner.
That's
what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
That's how they
to the godly man. Give to the spiritual interpretation man understanding.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? That's what he's saying.
Yes.
They don't put God first.
No.
They don't put God first.
That's what I'm saying. That dude's so carnal. They don't know what this stuff means. And when you listening to them, right, and you choosing friends based upon, well, he got that purple shirt on and that gold writing on the inside of, he must be good.
Or bandwagon.
Yes. Having the Most High proven himself.
Right. Yes.
Right.
That's my friend.
Yes. Exactly.
That's my friend. You see that?
Yes. But that's how people err, following those men. Because the men don't know what it means. Like when we sitting there, we was talking about that officer Asa. He didn't he was saying stuff, but he didn't know what it meant. He was just going through the motions saying stuff. That everything that you say that you reading in this Bible is got a spiritual connotation and it's got a carnal connotation.
Yes.
You got to know how to weigh the fire and split what the meanings are. Just like Moses split that Red Sea. You got to find righteousness.
What it means.
Throughout this book. You can't just go up in there and say, well, you know, I heard so-and-so teach it like this. That's how I'm going to teach it. Well, he might be a knucklehead. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually a pretty good precept to put up because they don't know what stuff means.
They don't even know what it means.
No, they don't know what it means.
No, and when Carter, they say get rid of your mama. Your mama, your enemy. Now, I've heard that Amazon say that.
Yeah, yep.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah. So they don't know even the milk. That's the milk. To love your mama, your carnal, your biological mama.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was time for another one though, Elder.
I wanted to drop mine on that evil.
Okay.
Yeah, we about to get evil here in a second here.
Yep. Crack my knuckles.
Yeah. Yes. Start over, Elder.
Yes, sir. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 13. And lead us not into temptation.
Carnal understanding. That's what we just brought the precepts for carnal understanding. That's what temptation is. Believing in the carnal interpretation. Read.
But deliver us from evil.
He's telling you that evil is the carnal understanding. They're saying they're both the same thing. Temptation and evil. Deliver us from evil is the same thing as saying deliver us from temptation. All right.
A quick way of thinking that, because a lot of times God say, go kill such and such. So if he told Moses that 7 times, he told Joshua that. He said, kill the women, the men, the women, and children.
He told Saul.
He told Saul that. So if you kill them, murder them, you was tempted reading it carnally. He said that's evil. So if you read it spiritually, he said go kill the old person in them, kill the old person in them, and convert them to the spiritual interpretation, because kill don't mean murder.
No, it don't.
So and when you read it carnally, it's a sin. That's what he's saying.
That's the sin that the people who was in all of that slave trade and all that other stuff, because what they did was they took the book and they said, well, hey, ain't nothing wrong with killing them. They broke God's law. So that's what they're going to pay for, because it's evil. They took the carnal interpretation.
That's what the carnal interpretation goes deep, and it said they're going to go under the earth. Like for instance, Christ used to walk to the city and they touched the hem of his garment. They touching his doctrine. Because he asking questions. You mean touching his fringe? But check this out. He is the rock, right? 1 Peter 2:5. Now the misinterpretation of people, now they're traveling miles to go touch a stone.
Right. They don't know what
you see that. They don't know what it means. God bless the heart. They don't know what it means. So they want to touch the stone. Right. What is the stone? The stone is the cornerstone. Christ, the doctrine. So when you read it carnally, sooner or later you're gonna slip. You're gonna slip. That's what the Bible says. King David said that. He said sooner or later you're gonna slip up. You see that? So you want to touch his doctrine. You want to touch his doctrine, what he's talking about. You see? Sir. And that's like in 1 Corinthians chapter 11:3. We went over that. Now, he said, keep me on your head. He said, keep God, Christ. So where the hat come from?
Right. Exactly. Right. They don't know what it means.
I got a cover on. Okay. Okay, bro. See, they misinterpret the Bible.
They don't know what it means. But they understand whenever they say, well, your man is your cover. They know what that means.
They know what it
means. That's what they use to justify having multiple wives. Yeah, you need a covering. You need a covering.
That's the temptation.
They know what it means.
That's why the carnal is evil. Like Elder Stephen said, the carnal is evil.
That's the temptation. Evil.
Yes, that's the evil.
Yes. Read that, Elder.
Yes, sir. Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 4. Or if a soul swear, pronouncing with his lips to do evil.
So, because he said, and the Lord's Prayer says what? Deliver us from evil. Right? So now, he said, pronouncing his lips to do evil. Right? Read.
Or to do good.
To do good. So now there's two different things, evil or good. Remember he said, eat off a tree of tree of knowledge, good and evil, right?
Whatsoever it be that a man shall pronounce with an oath, and it be hid from him,
but he don't know what he teaching.
Yep. Just like
so he hiding back information. Yep. So he sit back telling you, like, for example, he telling you about slave ships in the Bible, but he don't know. He know he lying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He know he lying.
Yeah. Yeah. He telling you that the only people that went into slavery is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. When the Barbary pirates put white folks, and you had people who put Filipino people in slavery as well.
Yes. And they can prove it. He know, they can prove it.
It's here from you, but he know it's a lie.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So could you say that the evil is anything that contradicts the word of God?
The spirit.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
That's it. More. I'm gonna show you some more. I got some more coming out that will make it even more clear.
When he knoweth of it, then he shall be guilty in one of these.
So we're gonna go to Jeremiah. We're going to go Jeremiah 4:22 next. Was I
like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one too. 4:22.
Dealing with
I had that down. So we're in the same doctrine.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
So all that they teaching you, they don't know that's not God's word. They making it up.
They're making it up. That's why he said stay away from that carnal, because if you literally read it carnally, that's not what the Most High is saying.
That's the sin.
That's the sin.
Yeah. Sin is following the carnal law. You know?
They are sottish children.
Right. They disobedient.
Right.
I know people saying they stupid and all that other stuff. But he's talking about the people disobedient. They're not following what he told them to do. All right. They're not being obedient.
And they have none understanding
of the Lord's word.
That's the spirit
of the Lord, the spiritual. They don't understand. Y'all saw Ecclesiastes 7:11.
Yep.
Yeah. Sirach 15:1 and 2. We read it.
They are wise to do evil.
They quick to lie to you.
They know that kind of.
They quick to lie.
They know that kind of. They know that kind of doctrine.
Yeah.
Backwards and forward.
Yeah. Go ahead. The Bible says you got to have a cover on your head. So you grab a rag, a hat, or anything.
Handkerchief.
That would napkin.
A handkerchief, napkin. So now you're covered. But the Bible, so he has replaced God instead of God on your head. Because see, now he interpreted it carnally.
Yeah.
He removed the understanding from God. Because the first thing he said, God, Christ. He said, well, put a cover on your head. God said, whoa, I'm your cover, fool.
Right.
Right.
So he went carnal.
They done gave him a talisman. That's what they did.
Right.
Gave him a talisman.
Yes.
That's what they did. Gave you something. Okay. Like, remember whenever, what was the name of the old Dumbo, the elephant? The man said, just keep this feather in your snout, man. You'll be able to fly. As long as you got this feather in your snout. That's a talisman.
Right.
He said, and that word, be frankincense. Burn frankincense from my altar. They say, well, burn some incense.
Right.
These are up in the eyes burning all that smoke. You're right.
He said, be frank with the insight, what I'm telling you, man, about altar.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, bro.
See, they're wise to do that kind of. Then they say, put some fringes on. Fringes are totally different. Yeah. Then they say, your beard is your covering. He said,
hey, 3 times you got to cover.
So you got to grow.
Daniel. I mean, the
a badge of manly dignity.
Right.
Bro. Still don't know what the scripture is.
Hey, you don't supposed to worship the Christmas tree. I showed you that. I showed you these things, Christmas and this and that, but now he don't replace it. He the tree now to be decorated.
Tree,
right. Stand when I walk in the room.
Yes.
Right. Stand up.
Exactly. Yeah, you worship
double honor to the bishops.
Yeah, whatever.
When we get finished with this scripture, can we get Jeremiah 13 and 10?
Absolutely.
Can.
Read on, Elder.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
See, they don't know the spiritual doctrine.
The knowledge is the one weaned from the milk.
Yeah.
The knowledge is the one. That's why Hosea 4 and 6 it said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah. Where's it, Elder?
Because you don't know the spiritual.
13:10.
Okay.
Because they don't know his doctrine. So anybody could take them. And hell is them congregations.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Christ went into hell to get them out.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, stay there a little longer. You'll see what the devil do next to you.
So
might have you out there. You might have you out there on that street making them a little bit more money.
Yeah, you out there.
Say, look, when you get out
free
there,
water.
when you get out there, pull your pant leg up so they can see your leg.
And get your kids out there in that corner and sell me that free water. Sell that free water.
Right.
We gotta raise money.
I got a yacht payment.
Right.
I got to make.
Right.
Go ahead, read that.
Now we're gonna blitz you for your tax returns.
Yeah, right.
All right.
So I can land me a new car.
Yeah,
go ahead, read that.
You might want to start at 9 to get the context.
Right. There you go.
Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, after this manner will I mar the pride of Judah.
Doctrine of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Calm.
And the great pride of Jerusalem.
They see it.
Mm-hmm.
They see it. They keep rejecting it. They see it.
Verse 10. This evil people which refuse to hear my words.
They keep rejecting it.
Even mean you rejecting the spiritual and cleaving
Yes.
the carnal.
Yes.
You refusing to hear the spiritual.
Because it's already ordained the people that receive the spiritual, that will teach the spiritual, they get paid from the Most High personally. These people want to get paid from the people.
Right.
That's the reason they won't teach it. They won't be their slave masters no more.
Right.
If they free.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which walk in the imagination of their heart.
Lies.
They wise to do evil.
And walk after other gods.
They leadership.
Teachers. Yep.
To serve them. And to worship them.
Whatever they say.
Yep.
Leadership.
They sound like a Tweety. They try like a Tweety bird. A Tweety bird.
Right.
They don't know nothing.
The boy sitting up here sounding like Daffy Duck.
Elmer Fudd.
shall even be as this girdle.
Girdle is the doctrine. Okay, that's a
doctrine.
Yeah.
Which is good for nothing.
They just told you that girdle that they got you wrapping around your gut ain't worth nothing.
Ain't nothing. Hey, they put on. The Most High say put on that holy garment. Isaiah 52 and 1 and 2. He said, and shake the dust off. He said the holy garment, the holy God's doctrine. That's the holy garment. They dressing up, just faking it.
Let's get the opposite of evil.
They're cosplaying.
They cross playing Krypton.
Yes.
Job chapter 28 and verse 28. And unto the man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding.
Yes.
Yes.
He let you know. Evil is sin. That's what that is. It's sin. Whenever you following that carnal foolishness, right? You are in sin. But if you follow the spiritual understanding, you got wisdom. You got to depart from that carnal belief in order to get you some wisdom. A lot of people starting to figure that out. You got to let that stuff go.
You got to let it fall away from you. You can't. You can't hold on to it. You can have it on this side, like Moses. He split the sea. He split the doctrines. You can keep it on one side, but you grab onto the other side. When it comes to the Most High's doctrine, you say, now it's choosing that spiritual interpretation. That's why Christ always spoke that spiritual. Always. He spoke it in the parable. All the time. He spoke it in the parable. Like the child was, they thought the child was dead one time. 12-year-old girl. The girl wasn't actually dead. He said that she's sleeping. Meaning she was walking around stupid.
Yeah.
And the first thing he said, what he say? Give us some meat.
Yeah.
Who gonna give a child meat to choke on when they first wake up?
Right. Right.
He said, give her that spiritual interpretation. Without the spiritual interpretation, she walking dead.
Yep. Read that.
Psalms chapter 34 and verse 13. Keep thy tongue from evil.
That's that doctrine. Keep your doctrine from that carnal foolishness.
Yeah, carnal.
And thy lips from speaking guile.
Whenever you beguile somebody, you trick them. You deceive
them.
All right. You don't want to be teaching no doctrine that's deceiving people.
And that doctrine. You get the lips is the doctrine I'll tell you. Any part of your body, your lips, your hair, your face, your feet,
all the members,
hand,
Psalms chapter 50 and verse 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee.
Yeah, you told the carnal interpretation first. You didn't get this. You didn't get the spiritual interpretation, so you went with the carnal interpretation. Now you actually trying to tell people personally things, how to run their life.
Right.
You supposed to clean up their doctrine. That's it. Clean up that. Sure, people gonna come to you for advice as a friend and say, "What you think about this, bro?" Blah blah blah. You say, "Well, this happened to me." Blah blah blah. Or I can give you some scriptures and what happened in the scriptures to somebody. You can choose that path and get on the right path. But as far as you taking over somebody's household, no. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's house.
That ain't the job of the prophet. The prophet ain't supposed to be in nobody else's house. If y'all listening to some prophet giving you all this advice about how to live your life, you are making an error. Because he can't run his own life. How he gonna tell you how to run yours?
Right.
You don't.
Imagine you raise your kids and you teach them what they need to know for life, and they still gotta come to you for everything when they get grown.
Right.
That's
right.
Never raised your kids.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's a mouthful right there.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to go down to 19 on this one?
Psalms chapter 50 and verse 18. When thou sawest a thief then thou
consentest
with him.
You agree with him.
Don't they do that now?
Yep.
All the people that know they lying, they know he a thief.
Yep.
And they know they teaching lies.
Just bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Still on the bandwagon.
And has been partakers with adulterers.
All them liars.
Yes. They're sleeping around with other doctrines. You're supposed to sleep with the Christ.
Verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framest deceit.
They're framing doctrines.
They're framing doctrines.
Let's go back to Matthew 6. Is getting a bit all
right. Yeah. I just want to get that to you.
Close this
so now we know what it means.
So now you know what evil means. Evil is talking about the carnal doctrine. Evil is talking about the carnal doctrine. So you are praying to the Most High to lead you not into the carnal doctrine, but deliver you from the carnal doctrine. That makes sense? That's what you're praying for. Deliverance from the carnal. All right? By giving you spiritual understanding. So now he's about to explain that there's a difference between what the Most High wants you to know and what these other fools want you to know. Start with over there where 4 is.
What you want? What scripture?
4 right here.
Chapter 6 and verse 13. For thine is the kingdom.
We already explained to you what the kingdom is. Kingdom is the doctrine. The Most High got a doctrine. He got a separate doctrine, a spiritual doctrine. He says, deliver us from this carnal, cause your doctrine is spiritual.
Translate.
See there?
Translate. 2 Samuel 3 and 10. Translation. From Saul house to David house. Matthew 23 and 13. He said those people are keeping you out of the kingdom.
Yeah. Now read on.
And the power.
Okay, what's the power? Job 36:22. You got to break this down. Cause power,
every word,
kingdom, and glory mean the same thing. There's 3 different ways that the Most High says the spiritual doctrine. All right.
He told that over and over and over.
Read that, Elder.
Yes, sir. Job chapter 36 and verse 22. Behold, God exalteth by his power.
Yes. Read.
Who teacheth like him?
His power teaches, so it's a doctrine. Y'all see that? Number 14:17. When you go and you give 2 or 3, now you know what the thing is talking about. When he talking about he used this power, and that man put his hand on that man. And the next thing you know, all of the wickedness from that man. That ain't nothing but a bunch of foolishness.
Yeah, I see the spirit on that brother change when I saw him. I looked in his face and his spirit was changed.
Right.
Hey, that man feet tired. That man been working.
Man.
Spirit is a doctrine. He talking about this man. He's sitting up here talking about this man aura. Man, what are you talking about, bro? Y'all
his personality. Bro. Please, what are you saying, bro?
Please start at Purple Thorns and work your way up, my friend. Read that for me, Elder.
Yes, sir. Numbers chapter 14 and verse 17. And now I beseech thee, let the power of my Lord be great.
The power of my Lord. Read.
According as thou hast spoken.
See there? Talking about the power of the Lord, comparing it to spoken. Read.
Saying.
Look at that. It's talking about a doctrine, y'all.
His doctrine.
And ain't talking about no spiritual power where you can go up in here and you can do this number right here, and all of a sudden this big electrical ball get up in your hand, and you push it forward. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Y'all need to
hey, the Most High called that. You know what he called that carnal doctrine? Witchcraft.
Yes, exactly. Get me Psalms 21:13.
Yeah, while you getting that, I'll explain something to you. When Moses went to see Pharaoh, Pharaoh threw down 2 serpents, 2 precepts.
Yes.
Moses threw down what? He threw down his rod, the teacher, right? His staff.
Yes.
And he was gobbled up that spiritual interpretation, gobbled up that. Say, what else you got now?
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all I got, bro.
Them guys was in there debating Moses in front of Pharaoh. That's all it was.
That sound like
the sorcerers. Yeah, IUIC tried to debate us. Okay, fool. Yeah. I see that, but let me give you this.
George Foreman told that story. He came up and there. He said he had to win all them rounds with doggone Ali. And Ali looked at him and said, "Is that all you got?" He said he thought to himself, "Yeah." He said he broke me right then. I was broke. I can't beat this man. I done gave this man everything I got, and this man down, bro. That's how Moses took care of. Like, man, that's all you got, bro.
Yeah, that's all you got. Let me throw this rod down on you.
Well, say the man ain't couldn't do nothing but rage quit.
That's all, bro. Let's bring this, bro. Let me show you something, son.
Yes.
How it's done.
Read
Psalm. Yes, sir. Psalms chapter 21 and verse 13. Be thou exalted, Lord, in thine own strength. So will we sing and praise thy power.
Sing and praise. That's coming out the mouth. That means teaching. All right.
That's teaching.
They're going to teach his power. Y'all see
yes.
That? All right. So now you go back. Y'all know what power means. Power ain't talking about somebody having some spiritual power. All right. It ain't talking about that. Well, you can go on ahead and you can turn somebody into an eye of a newt or something like that. Yeah, they ain't talking about all that. All right.
No.
Ain't no Samson, witchcraft going on with it. All right.
And Samson, he didn't have that power like that.
No, that wasn't what he was talking about.
He took the gates of God. What is gates? It's a different speech.
That's a prophet.
Prophets. He took those prophets, those pillars, and took it somewhere else to teach. And set them on a congregation, which is a hill. We got the spiritual interpretation, y'all. Y'all got to learn it all over. He slew all. He didn't murder old people, y'all.
No.
He converted those people. Thou shalt not kill, y'all.
Right.
He converted the people.
Yes.
He brought down the house. That congregation, y'all. That's what it means.
Right.
With his power, with his doctrine. That's what he did, y'all.
How many pillars was it in that house, man?
Well, he got
2 pillars, wasn't it?
Yes, he went to the cornerstone, the ones that were teaching it. You see that, Jariah?
Yes, sir.
He said, "Now let me show you how to teach, boy. Get out of the way." He broke down the house, teaching his doctrine. Y'all see, they blinded him with that carnal mess. He couldn't see his trail with the spiritual interpretation dealing with Delilah, that doctrine. So he got blinded. He lost both his 2 eyes. He forgot the carnal and the spiritual.
Yes.
Dang.
But he prayed to the Most High for what? That understanding. And he got it back.
And his hair grew.
His doctrine grew.
Yeah.
His covering grew again. He said, if you learn this and take my hair off of me, my covering, if you take God off my head, that's my strength, my doctrine.
Yes.
You see that, Jariah?
Yes, sir.
It's elders over here. That's what they did to them over there at IUIC. They took the covering off. Now the covering is their hat.
Get your haircut.
So the thing is, the dictator is their God now. Put the hat on you. Okay.
Incidentally, you said a hat. You said a hat. That man went into Maccabees. That Maccabees, I forget where it is, where they're talking about that the guy created a gem. Yeah. They say something about that he gave him a hat. They gave you a hat.
Yes, yes.
He don't know. That's why y'all wearing. That's why they wearing helmets and baseball caps and all. The dude's he's an idiot. Okay.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot, and he don't know. When the thing's saying they gave him a hat, it's talking about they gave him a doctrine. He don't
a doctrine.
No, the man. It's embarrassing. The fact that the man don't know.
Yeah.
People believe everything that man say.
The parable I was going to break down for Tessa on that, he said, and give him, when he sue you, sue is spiritually mean charge you. Mm-hmm. If he come to me, see if he know this understanding. See if I tested me, debate me on my understanding. Mm-hmm. Give him your clothes, your doctrine, because that's what you clothe with. Then you give him what? Your cloak.
Yeah.
Put on the whole armor of God on that person. That's what he's saying.
We got you. I got you. Hold on.
Let's see if we can go on and finish this on out.
Yeah, because it
done got extremely late. But read that again, Elton.
And the power and the glory.
Glory. So let's go ahead and get glory right quick so you see what glory we're talking about. We're going to 1 Corinthians 15.
1 Corinthians?
Corinthians. 15. Verse 40.
And that be
I'll be glad when them boys get their power back, boy. Cause they got that butt naked on the street now. Yeah, they don't even know
what. They ain't 40. They ain't all they done lost. Them boys walking around there eunuchs. Ain't nothing but a bunch of eunuchs. Hate to say
straight up.
Straight up.
And they don't even see it, bro.
They don't even see it, bro. Read that for me, Elder.
Yes, sir. 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. There are also celestial bodies.
Spiritual.
And bodies terrestrial.
Carnal. Read.
But the glory.
Wisdom.
Of the celestial.
Spiritual.
Is one. And the glory.
Wisdom.
Of the terrestrial is another.
Next verse.
They go for Carl.
Verse 41. There is one glory of the sun.
And then we find out that the sun was wisdom with Ecclesiastes 7:11.
7:11. That's the light.
And another glory of the moon.
Moon. See that?
Now the moon, that's wisdom. Yeah, that's wisdom.
Read.
And another glory of the stars.
Christ was a star. A star shall come out of Judah.
No, 24:17. Numbers 24:17. Christ is stars.
Can I get one? Can I get one?
Yeah, let him finish this here.
Oh, sorry. Shoot.
Oh, you're great. Read from 4.
For one star differeth from another star in glory.
Some prophets are smarter than other prophets.
Yes.
Okay. Some prophets got more light. Some prophets got less light. That's what he tells you.
Yes.
Where you at?
And I'm gonna explain about the sun. Remember, he made 2 great lights. One to move the day. Ecclesiastes 7:11. Right? The moon is a lesser light. He shines, but that's the light you follow in the darkness. You see what I'm saying? So one is the sun, Ecclesiastes 7:11. The moon ain't as bright as the sun. That's when Christ said we must work in the daytime, in the day, in the light while it's here. While God is giving his understanding, let's do all that we can that works right now, because he's giving the spiritual interpretation while I'm here. Christ said, because once I leave, they're going to be in the dog.
Psalms.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Psalms chapter 145 and verse 10. All thy works shall praise thee, O Lord, and thy saints shall bless thee.
The saints are the one that sacrificed the old man. Psalms 50 and 5. That's the one that destroyed the old man and himself. He sacrificed the animal, not that four-legged animal. Stop killing them animals for your sin.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Kill that old person for your sin.
They done away with animal sacrifice, but yet every year they have Passover where they eat lamb and bitter herbs.
3 times a year, brother.
Yeah, man. Out of work. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Have a good time.
Have a good time.
Have a good time.
That's right. Read on, Elder.
Yes, sir. Verse 11. They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom.
Kingdom, y'all know what kingdom is already.
That's a good one. The translation. The translation.
And talk of thy power.
Look at that.
See that?
Talk power.
That doctrine.
Thought power. That's it. That's a deal killer right there.
That is.
Killer right there.
That's a heaven one there.
Yeah.
That right there, heaven right there.
Well, read that from the top, Elder.
Yes, sir. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 13. And lead us not into temptation.
Please help us not to go carnal.
Reading
the Bible. Read.
But deliver us from evil.
Help us to understand not to do that. Okay? We gonna be delivered from reading it carnal if we learn the spiritual. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Read.
Yes. Stay on the highway.
I know that's right.
For thine is the kingdom.
Your doctrine is the doctrine.
That's right.
Read.
And the power.
The doctrine.
The doctrine.
And the glory.
All three of them mean the same thing.
Yeah.
The doctrine.
That doctrine gonna make it shine. That doctrine gonna make have your power.
Right.
That
That's the one gonna give you salvation. That's right.
That's
that is the kingdom. Yes.
Forever.
That doctrine has lived from the beginning of time and will live forever. That is the doctrine of salvation. The only doctrine of salvation.